Right, hello everybody, and welcome back to this Move, Sweat and Suffer podcast with your co-founders, my dear friend, Mr. Lee Hazard from Strong and Conditioned, and myself, Joe Hortai. We have the absolute privilege. It's been a while, and it's been in the making to have Mr. Tjibbe Gaastra, the Dutch destroyer. Some people call him the Dutch madman, here with us today on the Move, Sweat, Suffer podcast. Wonderful to have you here, bro. Great to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
And we're going to dive into getting to know Tjibbe, or Jib, as Lee asked if we could call him, a bit better. And I guess I might kick things off and just start by asking, can you give us a rundown of how long you've been on your burpee, not just burpees, but training, what do you call it, a regime, your training schedule, your focus, because you do a whole bunch of other stuff. What has inspired that, and how long have you been doing this for?
Yeah, I think I've been training since I was 14.
14. How old are you now?
I'm now 36.
36, right.
I started 14 with karate, weightlifting, and I been doing all kinds of stuff in between.
All kinds of mad stuff.
Yeah.
And what about the handstands and all that sort of thing? So is that the gymnastic-y type stuff?
Yeah, I did. I'm about 3 years, I think, maybe 4.
What got you into that? What made you want to do that?
Well, you have seen it already, I think. The built a park. It's only 500 meters from my house, and from that I started it. And I watched videos, and I thought, yeah, what those people are doing, I want to learn that also. That's cool.
Yeah. And whose videos were you watching, by the way? Do you remember, or do you still watch those channels that you were watching that inspired you to do that stuff at your park?
Beginning for the calisthenics things are fitness FAQs. You got the calisthenics movement, tennics. I don't watch that Chris Heria stuff anymore. That kind of things.
Yeah, awesome. And what do you do for work?
I'm an asbestos remover.
That's right, you did say.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that for? Removing asbestos, that's pretty, can be quite, there's a lot of dangers and stuff associated with having to remove asbestos, my friend.
Doing that for 5-6 years, something like that.
Yeah, right. And what got you into that? Asbestos.
Somebody pointed it at me, said, try it out. And I was searching for a job, so I got into this.
Yeah, right. Try it out. Come try this out. Sorry, Lee, you look like you were going to jump in and say something.
No, the first question I want to ask Jib is, whereabouts in Holland is he actually from?
Oh, I'm from Veenendaal.
Which is close to, right, so what cities is that close to?
It's between Utrecht and Arnhem.
Right, okay. I've been to both Utrecht and Arnhem.
Alright, it's in the middle.
Yeah, I travelled through Holland in my early 20s.
Oh.
Whoa, what's about 40 years ago now?
Listen. I look younger than Jib. Don't give me that. Obviously that asbestos has aged him.
I got an old face, I know. Got also a little bit of bald spots.
Right, okay, right. So Jib, right, so like you've obviously got insane fitness levels, which has become very apparent as of late with your recent output, which has been very, very respectable. I just want to doff the proverbial cap to you for your physical exertions over the last few weeks. However, I've noticed that you have a gym set up in your house. So I can only assume you're quite knowledgeable about all things fitness, particularly barbell training and so forth. So can you explain to me and Joe, like, your background in weight training and how it's evolved into bodyweight style calisthenics?
Well, when I was younger, when I was 14, I was living at a sort type of a foster care. I was placed out of home, and at the place where I was living, they had a training place. So I had no friends, and I was training every day at that place. I got my own key, and I had no programs. I just go there and and trained. That's my first.
So did you feel the fact that you had no program and no knowledge just allowed you to dive head first into training without any like limitations, so to speak of, so that you were just like training at high intensity all the time, which has obviously allowed you to develop this insane fitness level?
I don't know. I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of stuff there. We did mountain biking, we did rock climbing, we did diving. We're going. But also we had Marines at the back of our foster home, and we're going to them to train and to do the the obstacle runs and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So we got a connection with them.
And this was from what age did you say, Tjibbe?
From 14 to 17.
14.
I was living there. No, from 12 till 17, but I was switched from places.
Yeah, okay. And this was during that foster care phase or period that you were in?
Yeah, I did a lot of sports and everything, and that was my go-to.
Yeah, you release and get out there and amongst it. Oh man, thanks for sharing that. But what about, so your training, I guess, just to sort of try to tack on to Lee's question, how have you found it evolve, or like your knowledge with regards to, so from 17 to where you're at now, how has your training, your programming, all that sort of stuff developed? Did you go and get qualified and training and stuff, like, have you got certifications and stuff as well, or do you just carry on learning from others and trying to apply what you see?
No, I don't have certification. I want to get a certification. I got some learning books. I must keep going at it. I'm a little bit behind, to be honest. But I did a lot of stuff. Also, I had my party phase in between, and I did a lot of bad stuff also. And I always was training.
All right. And, so what was the bad stuff you were doing, Jib, if you don't mind me asking?
Bad stuff. I got some aggression problems when I was younger. I did drugs. I did bad things. I was
You obviously came from the right country for that sort of behaviour.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That's also the reason you came here. What?
No. I came to look for work.
Oh.
He's on the run, Jib. He's on the run. Yeah.
I came for a long line of travellers, so I was always looking to expand my horizons.
Most travellers sell drugs in Holland.
That's
not
my bag.
Is that what you were doing, Lee?
No,
is that what you were doing? No. Hey, Tjibbe, I want to ask, it's caught my attention, one of your stands that you've got on the wall behind you. I noticed your cat in some of your workouts jumps up around. Are they purposely on the wall just for the cat as its own obstacle course, or what?
Yes, it's his own obstacle course, yeah.
No, I think that's actually Jib's obstacle course. He'll make a video like of him just jumping about his house like a cat, and it'll be called Salute to My Cat.
But I placed them with a purpose. I got in a cabinet over there, and that was the side of the cabinet. And I want my cat to live, to practice some natural behavior, so he can run up like on a tree. So I got carpet, put it on my cabinet. The cabinet is gone. I placed a wooden, beam to my door, and place all kinds of shells and measured out how he jumps and everything. So he must do effort. and he can jump around. He has a carpet on it and everything. Yeah.
The cat whisperer.
I got them behind me, by the way. You can jump all through the house.
Yeah, Joe, that'll be like your Zero Alpha assault course.
Zero Alpha.
Maybe you should see if Jib's cat will apply for the Zero Alpha feline.
His cat will blitz it, I reckon. Mate, so I wanted to ask as well. You did 1,000 bodybuilders this morning, your time in the morning, and you got it uploaded before this podcast. And first, just want to thank you for the kind mention and the kind words that you put in the description and to the podcast, to Lee and I ourselves with regards to the podcast. And you've been doing a lot of sessions, salutes out to people, various people within the community. Why? What drives you to do that?
I've not have done them on purpose. I started a few, and I thought, why not go on? Awesome. Yeah, and I want to shine a light on others. That is also fun. I want to push others and motivate them. Yeah.
So what inspires you to do your workouts? What's your mode of thinking before you embark on one of these epic workouts? Do you construct them the night before, or do you just make them up on the spot, or does your cat come up with them? Or
it's my cat. He tells me. No, difference. Sometimes I think about it on the spot. Sometimes the 1,000 bodybuilders I had in my mind for a longer period of time, and I've checked on the internet to see if somebody has done them, and to my surprise, nobody has done them, at least not on video. So I want to be first one to do that.
Awesome. You found that. I read your description when you were talking about that and looking for it, and I can't think of anybody that's done that. So you're the first, as far as I know, or at least on video anyway.
Yeah.
Things are starting to get a bit more extreme in the Burpee community.
Yeah, everybody is getting crazy.
It's like 1,000.
They're already
burpees.
Crazy enough.
1,000 burpees just doesn't cut it anymore. It needs to be like 1,000 Navy SEALs or 5,000 bodybuilders, and it's constantly going to get. I don't want to say worse. That's a negative connotation because the bar is constantly going to get raised. I can only imagine what's coming up soon.
Yeah. What's have you got something planned? So rather than that, your training. So say you've just done that. That was what, a couple of hours to complete, right? Just over.
2 hours and 15 minutes, I believe, something like that. I have not.
And so, is your plan? Would you back that up with another big long session the next day? Because it seems like you're doing back to back heavy, long, lot of volume routines. Or will you do a shorter session, or how do you sort of work through that?
It is a little bit how my time is devised. Some people think I have all the time in the world, but I do work. I have a girlfriend and a social life and everything, and other hobbies. So I try to do at Saturdays a big monster workout now last week, and throughout the week I'm doing workouts for half hour.
Just 800 ones. Yeah, there's 800 burpee ones on during the week, every other day.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, well, you mentioned you've got a girlfriend too. What does your girlfriend do? What does your sweetheart do at the moment? Is she working?
She's a social worker.
Oh.
She helps people with problems.
Yeah. So that she helps you
with your aggression
and helps you with your aggression and no more drugs.
Yeah.
I must say she helped me also a lot, but I must say that for her. But it is true. She helps me a lot to live a better life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Beautiful. Does she train with you sometimes?
No.
No.
No, she don't want to. I asked her to do a burpee video with me, but that's she declined. I asked her today.
She declined. Yeah.
I don't think she was up for doing 1,000 bodybuilders, Jib. You're obviously a demanding partner.
She likes to walk. She has big long walks.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Does she do? What about? What she do? Yeah, go. Sometimes you go.
Sometimes she goes on my spinning bike over here.
Ah.
A spinning bike, yeah, a typical Dutchman.
Will she do any handstands with you?
Nope.
No. Do you get people come up to you in the park when you're doing your handstands and ask you what you're doing?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of people coming up.
What do you say? So I come up to you and I say, what are you doing, bro?
What are you doing?
You respond?
I should say. Yeah.
So you just hit them back with the same question?
Yeah, sometimes. And but most people say good work and impressive and some stuff like that. And I can do that. And then I say, yeah, you can do that. Try it out. And they think I'm crazy and stuff.
Joe, I think seeing people doing handstands in the public is a common occurrence in Holland, to be honest with you.
It must be. It must be.
He probably looks like he's just came out of a coffee shop or something like that.
That's what they've got to do before they get a coffee.
I don't think they're drinking coffee in these coffee shops.
Do you have many adults out there doing the handstands like what you're doing?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. There are more adults doing handstands in the park than children. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's a thing. They should do that here. You don't get that. Oh, I don't see that here in New Zealand anyway. What about you in Scotland?
The only time you're going to see somebody do a handstand in public is if they're completely smashed at their face.
From the pub.
They're walking out the pub in their hands.
Just drunk, yeah.
For a TikTok video or something like that.
Or they're thinking they can walk out of there on their hands after they're smashed.
Right. So, Jib, right. So, explain to us in detail, okay, like your Burpee journey and how you found Burpees and how you have integrated the Burpee into your training and what you did to build up to the level you are at, the workouts you were using, the progressions of workouts, like your milestones. Just like guide us through it, please.
Yeah. Like I said, I did a lot of sports when I was younger. I tried all kinds of stuff. I did a long time karate. Also, till the lockdown, I was also doing karate. But I did the high rep calisthenics for a long time. I think I learned them on karate, but I did them throughout my life and always in high reps, but only simple stuff.
Yeah, just push-ups and like squats.
Just push-ups, squats, sit-ups, not very fancy stuff. I did them a lot, and at one point, you come across the Iron Wolf, Moses, Cuevas, and Burpee's King, and that was a new start.
Right. How long ago was that? How long ago did you come across those
2 years
three
ago.
individuals? 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So what were your Burpee workouts like at the beginning?
Oh, terrible. Yeah, I could perform, the weird ones with jumping, with I think 30 or so, and I was broken at the beginning. And burpees was not my main thing at the beginning, because I saw Iron Wolf doing his first challenge in July with only burpees, and I thought, no, it's not very. What do you say? It's only one thing, and I love to do more stuff. Yeah. Then came along the September challenge, and I was hooked.
And so what did the September challenge consist of?
Oh, I don't know anymore. It's a long time ago. I can remember. I can remember one day. It was 4 weeks that has the same workouts every week. If you understand what I'm saying.
So, but were the workouts were they progress? Was it like the same workout one day out of every week, or was that a progression throughout the weeks?
Every week the same.
Right. Okay. And
yeah. And I jumped right on the advanced level. That fuck it. And I can remember my 300 Navy SEALs every Friday. But also a run afterwards, and they're pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
I got traumatic stuff memories from them.
Traumatic memories. Oh man. Sorry, Lee, were you finished?
No, I was going to go into like, so what about your workouts? Once you've done these challenges, did you start like having a set training program, or was it just like every day you would just come up with a program on any given day and just roll with it?
I am pretty free with my training. I tried a lot of stuff. I try to have now a kind of a push-pull legs split to bring out the muscles a little bit of rest in between.
Okay.
And I got my setup over here also for now 1.5 years or 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so guide us through a day of training.
It's also different because my work is not steady. I start every day at a different time, and I'm finished at a different time. Yeah. So some days are long, some days are short.
Right. Okay. So how do you accommodate your training in that sort of that structure of your day?
If I have time, I try to have a run in the morning. If I cannot, I always do some mobility in the morning, some passive hanging, just squatting. Getting everything loose. That's a standard in the morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I used to do hundreds of sit-ups, hundreds of squats, and push-ups in the morning always. So. Yeah, and at the evening I try to do a big workout.
Yeah. And
you're running, so you try to run every day, did you say? Every morning, Tjibbe?
No, not every day. I try to run 3 to 4 times a week, but it is not possible every week. And also, I have a physical job, so I can make a good program because every day is different for me. I got days I'm busting all day. A roof off, or how do you say it? Going on with an electrical hammer, busting out tiles or stuff. And if you're doing that, it's a little bit compromising with your workout.
Yeah, okay. Definitely. I bet.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely something that I can definitely find that my training style's got a lot in common with yours because my days are different every day, and the opportunities for training have to be used wisely, but I don't use a set routine myself. So would you say like that you just have a sort of like ethos where you just find the time and you just train hard? That's the most important thing, as opposed to how you're actually training.
Yeah. I think that's the best. Just think of something and do it. Don't think too much about it. And I got some things sometimes in my head that I want to do. Yeah. I want to do this week another training, but I haven't had time for it, and I'm getting distracted by other stuff, and I want to jump on it. So I'm pretty chaotic with everything.
Yeah, but like sometimes, like in the chaos, you find order.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean by that is it's quite interesting that like because you're very fit. Jib, I mean, you blow my mind sometimes with these videos you make. The times you get are insane, and you're always doing it with a smile on your face, and it gives me some validation because when I think about like how I trained for years and kind of always achieved average results, and it wasn't until I adopted a similar mindset with training, which was just train whenever you can, but make it hard, make it really demanding. and just do what you can, just make really efficient use of that given time. And that is when I personally started to experience far superior results than I did when I was doing like set programs.
Yeah, yeah, true. You must give it your all. Simple. No half-ass shit. And that's also the thing with work. I always had physical work, and you're going at it for 100%.
Yeah.
You know, and if we got sometimes new colleagues, and they are a little bit, softer, we always fuck them up. Get after the ass and show them some working mentality. And I got that the how do you I'm searching sometimes for words. I'm not the best in English, but the blue collar mentality, the working man mentality. I have that, and I also want to show that in my workouts.
All right, so just as a kind of a little diversion from what we're talking about, how do you like fuck up a new start at your work? Because I think about like what people do in Scotland, and like if you were starting a job in like labouring or something like that, you would be sent to go and collect a glass hammer or tartan paint, or you would be told to take a long stand. I mean, is it these sort of tricks you play on people, or is it just like physical grind?
No, we just bust their asses, and we don't want to demolish them, but we let them see what real work is. And you must do that to show it yourself. Be an example.
So there you've got Jib that's probably removing asbestos with his teeth.
We sometimes joke about that.
Do it like this.
Like these guys working all around them wearing hazmat suits.
Yeah.
Well, Rob would have loved this as well, because this is sort of touches on some of the stuff that Rob Simpson spoke about. I think he was talking about his dad. He'd go to work hard all day, come back home, still put in more work and all that sort of thing, and having that mindset and mentality. And obviously, Tjibbe's got that and tries to forces that onto the new starters where you need to. Hey, sometimes they need that.
Yeah, you need to keep like the spirit burning. You need to carry the fire in that respect, because these things will disappear eventually, because you do know that things do get softer as time gets on. Like more regulations come in, people are like safer, they work in safer environments.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that sort of, I mean, I know this is probably not really PC to say, but that manly quality.
No, I don't care about that. I hate lazy people, to simply put. I like people who put in the work.
I love that. I'm writing that down because that's going to go in the show notes somewhere.
Yeah, Joe really identifies with that. That's Joe's. You're like basically the Dutch Joe. Although you've not your haircut is refined.
Oh, mate, it's awesome. I hate lazy people. Quote. Yeah, it's I love that.
I can't believe Joe's writing that down as a quote. He's had that thought running through his head since he joined the army. I hate lazy people. But when he hears someone else write it, it's like, I'm going to write that as a quote.
When I hear it, it's a quote and it's validated now. See?
Do you know how like people have usually got like, how when you see people when they've got a house and they've got stencils on the wall and it says shit like live, laugh, love. Joe's is, I hate lazy people.
I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
That should be one of your new t-shirts. I hate lazy people.
I'm putting that on a t-shirt. That's coming. Stay tuned. I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to post it on Instagram, and it's going to be in reference. Shout out to Tjibbe Gaastra.
Thank you.
I know, it's like a motive. You know how you see a quote on like some internet site? It's like Winston, if you're going through hell, keep going. Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
I hate lazy people. Tjibbe Gaastra.
That's it. I'm going to add that. I might just put T and G. Let people, they'll see the podcast and they'll know it was from.
Well, do you know what? Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm dominating this, because I feel like I'm talking a lot tonight, right? But it's funny that you say that I hate lazy people, because Burpees are not for lazy people.
True.
That is probably why we all find each other in this community, because it is not a physical sport that is for lazy people in any shape or form. Lazy people will be found out in this fitness community, without a doubt.
And it's not a sport in
I
general.
agree.
People, if anybody tried to make burpees a sport, I don't think we'd get many participants. Oh, maybe.
No, Joe, I disagree, right? Because we need to make it a sport. Like there's a definitely room for potential for burpees being a sport. You get kettlebells.
What do you think, Tjibbe?
Olympic burpee. I don't know, maybe.
No, but like a burpee race or some shit like that, you know what I
It's
mean?
better than bobsledding or something like that, because those people only lay on a board and do nothing. You know, you look at the balls and shit in the morning, nothing more.
The bobsledders won't be happy with that comment.
No, I don't care.
You know, there's a thing called the Burpee mile.
Explain, Lee. No.
Well, basically, you've got to do a burpee, and then you go into a broad jump, and you do it for a mile.
For a mile.
Yeah. Fitness Throstle was like, had this running, because he messaged me and said he had this running through his mind, but he was wondering how he was going to film it, and I thought, you need to get your wife to walk alongside. You need to get your wife to walk alongside you as you're like doing a burpee for a mile. I'm hoping he does it. I'm hoping he does it.
Yeah, would you do?
Yeah,
would
now I'm waiting for it.
Would you get to walk along beside you and film me in a burpee and then a broad jump for a mile?
Yeah, I must ask Patricia to do that. Maybe, yeah.
You can just see Jib walking along like some fucking bicycle lane in Holland, doing a burpee mile with his cat and his missus walking alongside him. The missus has got the cat on like a wee leash in his iPhone.
That would be, yeah, that's nuts. A burpee mile. Maybe if a group of people, I don't know about heading out there. Would you do that by yourself, Lee? Would you head out, get Michaela up the camera? You?
I would never attempt a burpee mile, and Michaela would just not even entertain the idea of filming me doing a burpee mile. It would just be embarrassing.
Be a Scot. What if you did it downhill?
I know I should have done it down one of those hills in Glencoe last week. That would have went viral. Or I should have done it going up a hill.
Crazy. What about where you are, Tjibbe? You got some mountainous terrains and stuff there. You're going to head up on a hill and whack out some burpees for us in one of your next videos?
No, I'm planning to film sometimes at an hill or big stairs. But there must be better weather. Lately it's only rain and cold, and my phone isn't up for that. But yeah, but we have one hill, a big hill from the second last ice age. But most of the Holland is flat.
Right, hold on, exactly. Like I was about to say there, Joey lives in Holland. There's no hills in Holland.
Oh. Yeah, well, yeah. It's got one hill.
He's got one hill in Holland.
No, a big hill for many kilometers. Yeah. And we got the south that has hills.
So where you are, you're not in the south. So you've got one hill.
Yeah, if you say it like that.
But it's a big hill.
Yeah.
One hill in the whole of Holland. Which is probably like a wee sort of a cub side in Scotland, probably the same height.
Yeah, I think so.
So do you, with the pandemic obviously, but did you travel a lot around the world?
With my girlfriend, we traveled a lot with my girlfriend. The year before Corona, we went to Suriname, Romania. Romania was with a friend. We went also to Croatia, to how do you say it? Canary Islands. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Stuff like
just
that.
Holiday stuff? Was that just holidays, or was
yeah.
Okay.
and we want to travel more. But we got the pandemic, and we got a dog that needs a lot of attention.
You got a what? Sorry,
a dog, a labradoodle.
Ah, a labradoodle.
Have you never heard of a labradoodle, Joe?
I've heard the name, but have you got it there? Can I see it?
No. My girlfriend and I, we live separate. And so she has a dog, and I have a cat, an axolotl.
Gotcha.
Axolotls.
All right. And how does the cat and the labradoodle get on?
Not very well. If he is coming over, my cat is terrorizing the dog.
Actually, I didn't ask. Have you got any animals, Lee?
No. No animals whatsoever. I'm allergic to dogs and cats, actually.
Really?
Like, really allergic to them. And the funny thing is every member of my family seems to have one of the fucking things.
You can't have a labradoodle.
My mother's got 2 bulldogs.
What was that, Tjibbe? You said he can have a labradoodle.
Yeah, some labradoodles are breeded to be anti-allergic.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
When you're allergic to a dog, I'm under the impression that it's not the hair you're allergic to, but it's the protein that makes the hair fall off. That's what you're allergic to. So labradoodles and Bichon Frises, they don't set, so their hair grows like a sheep. So that's why, like, people with allergies tend not to be allergic to these dogs. But my mother had 2 Bichon Frises, and I was quite allergic to them as well. So I think I've definitely got something wrong with my immune system.
You can get a naked cat.
I knew Joe would swoop in there.
Yeah. There's definitely something wrong with you, Lee. You're right. You're 100% spot on. Anyway, back to Tjibbe. With regards to, I'm surprised you haven't actually. I'll let you ask your question that you'd like to ask, Lee. Go on. Yeah. This is your favorite question. You always like to ask every guest this question.
Oh, I've been waiting for this moment all night. Jib, could you please tell me and Joe, and you're allowed to include me in this selection, right? Not Joe though, right? But who are your 3 favourite Burpee practitioners?
Yeah, I knew this question would come. So I have a little.
And you can't say Iron Wolf, Moses Cuevas, and Burpee's King because we already know that.
I understand that, and everybody that was in the podcast, like I said, I got also massive respect for all of them. I want to shine a light to a couple of other people who haven't been in the podcast. That is Simon Trageser, my friend from Germany, and one of my first supporters from the first hour. And he's a monster. So big shout out to him. He's doing his 4x4 48 David Goggins marathon stuff. It's pretty insane. I'm doing it right now, by the way. And I got Chris Grebel. He's also a monster. I learned him throughout the December challenge, the Iron Wolf December challenge. And I want to do a shout out to Barefoot Burpees. He also deserves some more attention, and he is pretty amazing. And
awesome. I'm just really pleased that at no time did you mention Lee's name. So well done.
I was starting to quite like you as well, Jib.
But I want to say I got 2 more which I got my attention on. They're still pretty new. That is Excessive. He did a follow along with my 110 pumps, and he's still beginning. Excessive. And it was.
Yeah, I think this guy's appeared in my YouTube comments. I think he's from New Zealand, Joe. So I thought you would have known about him.
No, he's not been on yours. He hasn't been on your one.
So he's from New Zealand, by the way. And I want to shine a light on Still in the Game. There's an older guy also from Scotland, I think.
No, he's not from Scotland. He's from England.
He's from Scotland.
No, he's not. He's from England. And he'll be offended that you've said that.
So, he's also a monster. So some special attention.
Still in the game. He's from England, not from Scotland.
Yeah, still in the
Alright.
game. He did the challenge that I done a few months ago, so that's how I discovered him as well. And I had a wee bit of banter with him on his comments because he's in his 50s and he's a good looking guy for his age. He looks quite young, so obviously I had to go for that and say to him that, yeah, you're doing really well for a guy. It's just about to get his bus pass.
I saw that comment.
And he replied, and you could see that. He's like, "Wait till you're my age." I was in tears actually at his reply. I was actually. So apologies to Sterling in the game. He's a great guy.
But I must say, I follow a lot of people, and they're all I love almost everybody in the Burpee community, and I support all if I can.
I love how you said you love almost everybody. Would I be correct in assuming then that you love almost everybody? That means almost you're talking about, so like Lee is part of that sort of exception group to the side.
Yeah, that was only Lee.
Yeah, I love almost everybody that Lee's over there. Right? Good work, Tjibbe. I like that.
No, sorry, Lee. I love you too.
I love you too, Jib.
What do you do that? Like this?
Yeah, that was an oval. That was an oval. There we go. Now, favorite sport, Tjibbe? What's your? Are you a soccer, football player? What's your sport that
I hate follow? Soccer. Lee is now crying, I think.
Lee definitely doesn't love you anymore. Okay, so what is your sport? What sport do you like to follow? What's the?
I follow. The only thing I follow is kickboxing or Muay Thai or free fights or something. That's only what I watch.
Were you an Ernesto Hust fan?
I'm always rooting for the Dutch guys, you know. Ernesto Hoost, Peter Arts. I love them all. Yeah.
Awesome. That maybe explains some of the. Were you watching it? Must have been from a younger age too, to explain some of the aggression, eh?
Yeah. Maybe. I love to fight when I was younger, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You look like such a peaceful man as well.
Yeah,
I am now.
Doing handstands, so peaceful.
Yeah. I lived a different life when I was younger. A lot of them.
All right. Yeah. So when you say younger, do you mean like in your 20s younger, or back when you were before your 20s?
And before that also.
And before that.
Yeah. I got a big story before me, and I did a lot of bad stuff, also with police and violence and everything.
Were you like one of those Scottish hooligans then?
No. No, I was I was raised in a bad environment, and had bad examples around me when I was younger.
How did you get out of that then, if you don't mind? So that's an interesting point. Like you're in this environment which doesn't sound ideal. It's causing these behaviors and stuff to come and to trigger in whatever ways those are. What was the turning point for you to be able to come through that, Tjibbe?
There is no one turning point. It is a process, I think. I was, like I said, I was placed out of house when I was 12, but I was placed under, supervision when I was 6. And I got all kinds of criminals and junkies in my youth around me, and homeless people and you name it. And when I was 17 and 19, from 17 I was homeless. I was thrown out of the place where I lived, got homeless.
Right.
I said goodbye to my mother and to all my family, by the way. And that was the big turning point, I think. Take on a new life, and a positive life with positive people around me, and saying goodbye to the old.
Wow. So when all that happened, it sounds like you just sort of identified and went, man, I want to do something different or better. Would that be right?
Yeah.
And part of that, or
Yeah.
Good for you. Sorry, you were going to say something, Tjibbe?
No. I was waiting for a question. I don't want to talk too much.
You're not talking too much. I would say, if anything, you haven't been talking enough. Lee and I have been talking more.
I love to hear you guys, and you give me a good laugh. So.
Well, I give you a good laugh. Joe's obviously he's just there to provide he's my foil.
I'm already happy that you are staying in frame.
So, all right then, cool. Thank you for sharing that piece with us. Very private, personal, sensitive piece about your life, and that, Tjibbe, really appreciate that. I want to change tact a bit and get onto what do you eat? What's your nutrition? Does that play a big part in you, or do you just eat whatever? Like in terms of with your training, with your work, and how it's sort of not really set. You don't have the luxury of being able to have a normal routine, people would call. You've got to fit things in when you can, like your training around your work, around your relationship and your social life, and your labradoodle and your cat, and everything else. So how does your eating go? What are you, an intermittent faster? Do you just eat when you can? Are you a 1 meal a day person? Like, what do you eat?
I'm just eating regularly, and I eat almost everything. I'm from July. I'm a pescatarian, so I'm only eating fish from July. Yeah. Dus I eat everything. Only no meat, so from animals from stables. And before that, I eat everything. And I start my day with some blueberries. Oatmeal. I got my own vitamin water, by the way.
Your own vitamin? What do you mean your own vitamin water?
It's called urine.
Oh, I made it. What do you want to say, Lee?
I just envisioned you drinking your own urine or something like that.
No.
When you said my own vitamin water, I thought.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Maybe I can sell it.
So, what is your own vitamin water? What is it? And it's not what Lee said.
Oh man. I put some nectarines, limes, grapefruits, and oranges. I cut them in half, throw them in a big jar with water. I fill them. I fill it up every day and take some out of it. So.
Right. So it's homemade, your home brew type.
Yeah, I don't like very much the processed drinks and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So no urn brew.
No.
No, and I eat eggs.
Thing that's been said. Sorry.
You want to say, Lee?
I'm just like when you said urine, it made me think earlier on in the conversation, and it's gone off on a tangent, but it's when Joe says that I did 1,000 bodybuilders. I was thinking that sounds like the sort of DVD you would find in the red light district in Amsterdam.
We got special parking places for that, I think.
I did 1,000 bodybuilders. I could only imagine the cover of that DVD. Like Jib's sitting there with a really distressed look in his face. With a glass of vitamin water.
Yeah. Oh well, man.
Sorry, I apologise.
He always takes things off on a tangent, doesn't he, Tjibbe? All right, back to what you were eating. So we got as far as vitamin water. We were doing pretty well. We got pescatarian food. We got everything up until then, and we got to vitamin water, and then it just all turned to custard.
Oh, it's getting dark. I'm eating eggs almost every day. I love eggs. Yeah. I eat last month a lot of carrots and paprikas on my work. I eat peanut butter sandwiches. And at night I eat a normal meal. And
what's a normal
with lots
meal?
of rice with vegetables and some replacements for meat or something like that. And pancakes I eat a lot.
At night?
No, every time.
You can.
I don't care.
Yeah, every time. Oh, yeah. Pancakes you can eat every time. Hey, Lee, isn't that right?
I think pancakes are a nighttime thing.
You sneak out of bed for it.
I like to keep the treats for nighttime.
Demolishing the gains from the day.
Well, just like shitty food in the day, it makes you feel crap, so you may as well feel like crap at night before you got to your bed. You know?
But I make protein pancakes, so I throw in a little bit of protein powder to make them for the gains.
So you ruin them. So you ruin them then.
Hold on.
No, they taste delicious.
I'm sorry.
But my girlfriend don't want them.
Protein.
I don't blame her.
Protein.
And she don't like my food, by the way.
Water. I'm starting to worry about you, Jib. Let's just say I don't think I would take an invite to your house for dinner.
I should say my girlfriend hates my meals because they have too much broccoli and sweet potatoes and too much vegetables and.
Oh, well, that I don't mind, but yeah. So actually, junk food. Do you eat junk food?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. So if I said to you chocolate or ice cream, you would say neither.
No, I love chocolate and ice cream also. Yeah.
Oh, you love chocolate and ice cream?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. But I try to keep it on a minimum.
On a minimum. What's a minimum for you? Once a month? Maybe some months within the challenges, or sometimes for myself, I do a whole month with no sugar. But we go out to eat almost every week. So if I eating then something nice, no. Or at work, we got a tradition in Holland that at Fridays we eating some fries and some fried snacks and stuff. But not eating that every week. Okay. But do you take the same meal to work every day like Rob has done for the last 5 years, like Rob Simpson?
Yeah, I know. But what was he eating again? I can't remember.
Chili.
Chili con carne. Yeah, that was
it. You just see Rob sitting in his walk with his big bowl of chili every day.
Every day.
Happy.
I switch my meals, but only in once every 2 years, I think. I'm pretty I pretty much the same things. Also,
You're
yeah.
like Rob.
Yeah.
I switch my meals, and then he hit us with the kicker. Oh, once every 2 years. That's awesome. All right, Lee, your turn.
I'm waiting for something now, but he's gonna say something terrible. I know, sure.
I like to do that from time to time. Just put him on the spot.
Right.
So now it's his turn.
Okay.
You're taking too long. That's 100 burpees.
I know, because I can't get this fucking vitamin water out my head. Like, it's just homemade vitamin water. I mean, like, you never really went into this.
He did his nectarines, and he fills it up each day. What else did you say? You put in limes.
Right.
You put nectarines, limes.
Right, so basically it's a fucking fruit smoothie. Right, okay. Is that called vitamin water nowadays? All right.
Diluted with water, yeah.
We're being educated here. This is vitamin water.
So what the fuck's in a protein pancake then? Like a fried egg?
Oh.
No, eggs,
top of
flour,
a pancake.
milk, protein powder, some cinnamon. That's it.
Right, okay. You've been an excellent guest, Jib, I must admit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This has been a riot.
You've really put up with us really well. Well, you've put up and tolerated Lee really well, I must say.
I bet, I've always had a connection with the Dutch. I like the
Dutch. Oh, I must say thank you, Lee, for my at least discovering my name.
Yeah.
No. Don't. No.
I must say it. Sorry, Joe.
He was asking me how to say your name, so don't thank him. He couldn't even say your name right.
I know. I was saying to Joe at the start, do you think I should call him Jib? I mean, it would just flow better in the podcast, you know?
No, I mean the Dutch Destroyer. You're the first one to come up with the Dutch Destroyer.
Well, do you know what? I'm just that guy in the community, Jib, that discovers people and comes up with monikers as well. You know, like the creative talent in this community.
You are for sure.
And that's what kills Joe. Joe just can't handle that.
That is true. So you discovered one thing, and that's my name.
Every day, Joe wakes up.
I agree with him.
But I have to say, I heard you say. Now I heard you not. You are saying that, and I was listening to it and play it back for almost 10 times. I think I could not understand what. This the Bash Bandit that has translated it for me. So.
That's much better, Tjibbe. Yeah, because hardly
everybody was saying after that the Dutch Destroyer. So I kind of adopted the name after that.
So it was Burpee's Bandit that helped, because like only 1% of people that listen to this podcast can actually understand Lee, and that 1% is me.
Yeah.
Everybody else didn't understand him.
It seems to be a running joke, I've noticed. You always get a comment that props up. I managed to understand Lee this episode.
I managed to understand Luke.
Yeah, Luke, exactly. But we blame zero gravity training for this. He started this shit.
I'll make sure I give him a good shout out. Put him out there. Hey, the Igor, it's fantastic. No, right, okay, but Go, Lee.
So Jibs, what's next? What's next on the agenda? Hit me with the next Tjibbe Gaastra workout.
Tomorrow I'm gonna do some handstands and stuff.
No.
Oh, and I think I'm gonna do.
Jib. I'm not talking about like an average like park workout. I'm talking about a monster workout. I'm talking about like 5,000 Army Ranger burpees or.
I got some stuff in mind, but I don't want to spill the beans on everything.
Oh,
okay.
Right, can you just tell us one, Jib?
One thing I want to do this year, I want to do 1,000 Navy SEALs.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. I've seen a couple of people. Greg Molden did that.
Yeah, I saw that.
And another guy called JC Flores, he did that.
Saw that also. Well. Yeah. So that is one in my mind that I want to do, and but watch that. But yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, to echo what Lee said, you have been a fantastic guest. It's been wonderful to have you on here. But I just need to ask you a couple of things. Who are the Glasgow Rangers?
Oh, that's football, right?
Yes, correct.
Sure is, Jib, my friend.
There's only I
love how you said. Go.
I know this only because I watched the podcast.
No. Like Rangers have had a lot of Dutch players. Yeah. A lot of Dutch players. Ronald de Boer, Michael Mols.
But he doesn't like football.
I've been trained by Michael Mols one time.
Yeah, Michael Mols is Michael Mols before he got injured was one of the best players I've ever seen in a Rangers jersey.
He played with by Utrecht.
Utrecht, yeah.
Yeah, and at the foster care thing where I lived, we got once in a half year that the whole team from Utrecht, from FC Utrecht, came to our place and trained with us. So
brilliant. So, have you ever had any interactions with an All Blacks player at all?
I don't know what it is.
I didn't think so, Jib. I didn't think so. Okay. Carry on.
Hang on. You didn't answer the question. What do you know who the All Blacks are?
No.
Mate, you just said you watched the podcast. Right.
The rugby.
Now. Stop. Huh?
Rugby.
There you go. Yes, okay. I won't hit stop.
I did some rugby also. I tried some rugby out in Holland.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have you? So you've trained with some of the soccer players, but you haven't tried soccer out, but you've tried rugby out. Is that what you're saying?
I tried a lot of stuff. I tried a bit of everything, you know. Yeah.
Seeing someone play rugby in Holland is probably weirder than watching a guy do handstands in a park. Without a doubt. Like if somebody sees like somebody like doing rugby, they just assume they're on drugs or something like that.
They're fighting.
God, yeah.
They're wrestling.
One of them might have played with a giant egg.
By the way, Joe, I was wondering.
Jim puts in his protein pancakes.
I was wondering, did you ever perform in haka?
Yes.
I want to see you do a haka one time.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's the Burpee video or something. But with your family, that would be nice. With your children or so. All
haka
together.
Burpees.
You know, before the start of a video to intimidate everybody.
I don't think it'll intimidate anybody. But yeah, no, that won't be happening.
Don't know about that, Joe.
maybe as a tribute to Lee, if he gets injured or something like that, or when he's sick again, because his immune system, you know.
That might happen quite soon, mate. So you better get your fucking dancing shoes on, mate.
You don't need shoes for that.
Oh, sorry.
No, but hey, and the last question I've got is, finish this sentence. My favorite podcast is, you better get this right.
The Move Swet Suffer, of course.
All right, good.
All right. Last question here. Finish this question. My favourite Scottish Burpee practitioner is?
Say James Bruce. James Bruce. There you go. It's James Bruce. Favourite Scottish Burpee practitioner, James Bruce.
But listen, Judd, listen. I've had a great time tonight.
Thank you.
Speaking to yourself, yeah, I find you quite a captivating character. But your current output is phenomenal, and I think you've kind of just solidified your place amongst the greats with your 1,000 bodybuilders. I think that is a truly remarkable feat, and hopefully it gains you a bit more traction, because I think that you're one of the guys that's like whose output is insane, and I think more people within this community need to see it. I definitely think that your channel should probably have a bit more people eyeballs on it than it probably currently 100%. Does at this point, which is like, to go on a wee rant here, it's something that annoys me about this community in some respect, that you get guys who put out amazing like feats of physical endurance and strength, and they don't get the eyeballs that they should. And then you get guys that, do you know what I mean? They're just, I don't know.
Then you get the Lee Hazards.
Yeah, you get guys like myself that are just putting out like substandard 20-minute workouts nowadays.
I want to say,
no, but you get my point.
Yeah. I want to say, there is a thing that annoys me, and you got a lot of people that putting out your videos from minutes of work, and say they're doing big workouts and everything, but they don't show it. But they get a lot of views because people like simple stuff. Yeah. And also people like Simon de Gezer or Chris Grebel are monsters, but that doesn't get the attention they deserve. I think.
Absolutely. I think there's going to be manipulation of like sort of SEO and YouTube and having the right titles and the right thumbnails. I think these get like people a lot further than they should, and it's almost like a manipulation of the system in that respect, and it kind of takes away from other people's really, really hard work. But you know what? We don't make these rules. These are just the rules that are set by these tech giants, and they're there to be exploited if you can. But like you said, it's something that rankles with me. Like when you see these guys on Instagram and they wrote, "I've just done 1,000 burpees," and it's a 10-second video, and you're like, really? Did you really do that? Yeah. Okay.
You know, I got some fitness stuff coming up from those yoga women also, and they're only spreading the damn legs, and you're seeing the ass and
but that's
the camel toe and everything, and that gets millions of views.
Maybe that's something that you should start to explore. Get
Showing my
your
ass.
Dutch yoga pants on, you know what I mean? And put a cucumber down there.
Handstand yoga.
Yeah. Maybe I get more views that way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But
anyway, listen,
most people
I've had a blast. So
yeah.
Sorry, Tjibbe, go.
No, but most people are simple-minded, I think, and don't want to see hard work or educational stuff. They want to have they want to see only I don't know how to say it, but simple stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Well, I just want to tack on the end and echo Lee's comments, mate. You are an extremely hard worker, a phenomenal part of this Burpee community. We're privileged and grateful to have you on the podcast here with us today. Thank you for making us smile and laugh and have a great time. Thank you for, just the comments that you shared about Lee and how he's sort of off to the side, how you love almost everybody, but not so much Lee. Really enjoyed that. Really made my day. No, but we've really enjoyed and loved having you on, mate. And wish you nothing but continued success. And like Lee said, to get more eyeballs onto your channel and just see it grow and continue to grow. Grateful that your favorite Scottish burpee practitioner is also James Bruce, and that Lee is a close 999th away from being number one. We're just going to add that in there. But mates, hope you have a great day or great evening where you are, and continue the pain train, bro, with the example that you put out there. We'll be there supporting, and grateful to have you on the Move Suit Suffer podcast today, mate. Thank you.
Thank you for all the compliments.
Thank you very much.
Truly honored to
Lee was truly honored to be on as well.